This is our ultra lightweight backpack, and just like most of our products, versatility is key. We love to play outside, and there's so many different activities that we enjoy doing. Finding an ultra pack that works for all of them seemed impossible. All packs within this weight and volume ratio are all stripped down to the bare essentials. And we love to hike, but we also really like to ski and ice skate and anything in between. But since hiking is such a big part of being outdoors, we did not want to compromise on this pack being made for hiking. And since hiking is for sure the main activity for this pack, that was our starting point. Whether you're doing any other outdoor activity, hiking will probably be part of that activity too. And as you'll see, the design really originates from a traditional hiking pack, but the construction and the way it's been made really opens up for customization. And this really sets this pack apart and makes it great for all kinds of activities. The whole pack is built on a polyethylene fiber, a fiber that is also known as Dyneema. This particular fabric is called Ultra 200X, and it's a laminated that consists of 3 layers. The outer layer is a 200 denier polyethylene blend with high tenacity polyester. The inner layer is a polyethylene reinforcement cross, and then the final layer is a laminated film backing. This construction creates a really strong, lightweight and waterproof fabric. The second fabric that we use is a stretch fabric, and this stretch fabric is placed on the front pocket and the side pockets. And this stretch fabric is combined with high tenacity nylon and polyethylene, and the result is an extremely durable and stretchy fabric. In the back panel, we use a 3mm air mesh for great comfort. When sewing a backpack, there's a few traditional ways of creating a seam. The most common one for non-taped seams is a construction where you cover the inside seam allowance with a woven binding band. The function of this band is simply to cover the seam allowance and basically just adds weight. If you want to seam seal by tape, you can use the same kind of construction and the same type of binding, but put it on the outside. However, the function of the binding is still just to cover the seam allowance and will just add unnecessary weight. A common construction when you want to seam seal a seam with tape is simply to skip the binding band and cover the seam allowance with a tape instead. When adding tape to such a seam, there's quite a wide area that needs to be covered by the tape, and the fabric on the seam allowance can easily create wrinkles under the tape. We have come up with a new way of making a seam, a kind of a seam construction that eliminates the seam allowance without the need of adding a woven binding, and it also creates an inside seam that is flush and really easy to seam seal with tape. The seam enables us to also add in functions like attachment points. And to minimize materials and to simplify the construction, all the seams are also straight, which is really good when seam sealing with tape. Volume and pack measurements are an important topic, and also where volume and weight ratio comes into play. There are kind of a standard way to measure the volume of a pack, but it seems that each brand are doing this slightly different to each other. And this will of course have a quite big impact over the overall volume and weight of the pack. So with that said, try to find the measurements of the pack that you are looking at and compare those. This pack has a bottom circuit of 891mm and a top circuit of 1046mm. The height unrolled is about 861 millimeter. And if we take the bottom circuit and the height, we get a volume of approximately 55 liters. So that is fully unrolled and without the external pockets. But you need to be able to close the pack, and we have the external pockets, and therefore we have decided to call this one 50 liters. As I will show you shortly, this pack can really be customized. You can both add components and remove components, which will of course affect the overall weight. But as how this pack will be delivered in its standard configuration, this pack weighs around 915 grams. Let's start by looking at the back panel. This is one of the areas where this pack really sets apart from most other ultralight packs. First off, we have a back panel that is made out of air mesh, and it's also slightly ventilated. Secondly, the system is also adjustable. It has a 10 cm back length adjustability, from 44 cm to 54 cm. And thanks to its flexibility, you can also adjust the shoulder strap angles slightly. To adjust the back length, simply release this sprint, remove the shoulder strap, find your back length, slide the sprint back, and secure it with the elastic cord. Once the sprint is secure, fix the back panel part with the Velcro attachment. For a better weight distribution and stability, the shoulder straps are also equipped with load lifters. These can also easily be adjusted in height depending on your back length. There's also a really sturdy handle in the back. The back panel has an internal aluminum frame. This frame can easily be removed, and you can also adjust its curvature for a better fit. The compartment where the frame is placed is separate from the main compartment, and it's a perfect place for you to store a hydration bladder if you prefer to use that. The waist belt is detachable if you like to really slim down the pack, and it comes with a 25mm buckle and forward pulling for tensioning. As standard, the waist belt comes without pockets, but you can easily attach zip pockets, as the waist belt has the same attachment system as the rest of the pack, which I will show in a minute. The shoulder straps are designed in a way where the air mesh wraps around the inner edge, and the sternum strap can be adjusted using these loops. The loops also doubles as attachment points for adding bottle holder or pockets to your shoulder straps. Talking about attachment points, one of the key elements of this pack is its attachment system. Along all sides of the pack, and in the top of the back and top of the front pocket, as well as the waist belt, there is a hole webbing system. A hole webbing system that enables you to really customize the pack. All buckles, except the two on the roll top, is detachable, so you can remove them or move them to a different position, a position that works best for your needs. For example, the top compression. If you prefer a Y setup like this, or just a single strap, or two straps for a more secure attachment on the top, you can do that. The side of the pack features large pocket in the stretch fabric I mentioned earlier. And from the sides, wrapping around the pack, there's an elastic cord that doubles as compression. This cord is equipped with a buckle and can easily be used to secure hiking poles or other items. As you can see here, all buckles are attached using the same attachment system. I mentioned earlier that you can easily adjust the position of these buckles or remove them if you like to. The hole webbing has a standard measurement of 15 millimeters, so adding your own compression straps or other items is really easy. If you prefer to close the roll top on the top, you can simply detach these straps and it will make the pack even lighter. The front of the pack features a large pocket in the same stretch fabric as the side pockets. We have a few accessories as well, like this zipped pocket that you can either attach to the front like this or to the side like this. And as I mentioned earlier, we have a zipped pocket that can be added to the waist belt, and it uses the same type of attachment. We have also developed a few other accessories that will make this pack work great for a few other activities too. The first accessory that I want to show you are these ski straps. They are really easy to attach to the side and let you carry lighter skis in the A-frame mode. Another activity that is common here in Sweden is Nordic ice skating, and for that we've made a crotch strap that can be attached where the waist belt is attached. Both the ski straps and the ice skating straps comes with side stability straps. These connects the pack to the waist belt for a more stable experience. To sum it all up, a really customizable and ultralight backpack. Thank you so much for watching.